my students, how are you doing? How are things going on with you? I hope you're doing well. I've been missing you so much lately. Anyway, you are obliged to stay at homes. Remember, safety comes first. So today we're going to explain to you a new lesson in grammar, which is about the superlative form. Today, you will learn this lesson and use it perfectly well and forming adjectives correctly. I think we should start now. But please, before I ask you to concentrate and pay attention with me till the end. So let's start now. As I told you before, so today we're going to explain to you the use of the superlative. And I'm sure you may say, teacher, what does the superlative form mean? And when should we use this lesson? Yes, it's good. These questions are very important. Let's see all together. We use the superlative form to distinguish one person or thing from the rest of its group. It's not clear yet, I know. We use the superlative to choose one person, I mean Jack, John, Kate, Sarah, Sandra, Yasmin, and so on and so forth, or one thing like marker, word, table, car, bag, and etc. Clear? So you choose one person or thing from the rest of its group. Remember, you don't compare one person with another person, one thing with another thing. We don't compare. Now we choose one from the group. Clear? So let's see this diagram to help you understand the superlative. Look here, there are three girls. There is Amal, Sarah, and Reem. The three girls have different height. All right, so we're going to use two adjectives. Adjective tall and short to use the superlative form here. This is the adjective tall. Tall and short, right? So I want to use superlative form with the adjective tall. Let's see here. Look at Sarah, look at Reem and Amal. Now, we wanted to distinguish Sarah from the group. What are we going to say? What are we going to use? Of course, you say, if I ask you who's the tallest in this group, is it Amal? Is it Sarah? Is it Reem? Who is the tallest? Yes, it's good. You say, teacher, it's Sarah, look. Yes, Sarah is the tallest girl. This is the superlative. Let's write it again. Look how to write the superlative form. We say, Sarah is the tallest of the group, right? So Sarah is the tallest of the group. Look at the form of the superlative. You have the, we used the, and est to the adjective. Clear? Let's use another adjective to understand well. Look here again to this diagram. Let's see Amal, Sarah, and Reem again. And let's use the adjective short. Is Reem short? No. Sarah? No. Amal? Yes, Amal is, yes, the shortest. So the shortest of the group of the girls of all. Let's write it again. Sarah. Sorry, we're talking about Amal. Amal is the shortest plus est of the girls or the group as you like. So the shortest. Clear? So the plus adjective plus est. Now we have another adjective which is intelligent. Intelligent, it means smart, clever, right? You know, Albert Einstein is very clever. Good. The opposite of clever is stupid, right? Good. So let's suppose that these three students again have passed exam in maths, all right? And Reem got 20 out of 20. Sarah, 10 out of 20. While Reem got 14 out of 20. Now, we're gonna use the superlative form with this adjective intelligent. What are we going to say? First, according to these marks, who's the intelligent girl here? Sarah? Look, Sarah got 10 out of 20. Amal, 14 out of 20. While Reem got 20 out of 20. So, of course, you would say teacher Reem is intelligent. Now, let's use the superlative form to distinguish Reem from the two girls. What are we going to say? Yes, I'll give you a few time. Okay, let's see. Reem is the most intelligent. Let's read it first, then we explain why. What happens to the adjectives. So we say Reem is the most intelligent. This is our adjective of all. Very good. Of all. Look, Reem is the most. You will say, teacher, why did you write the most and not the? It's a good question again. With the most, when we have a long adjective. Clear? The most used with long adjectives. Before moving to the second part in this lesson, let me catch up. Again, we use the superlative form to distinguish one person, one thing, one idea, one animal from the rest of its group. We choose it. Remember, we don't compare it. We don't compare this one with that one or this one to that one. No, that is called the comparative form. Okay, now we're choosing one, we're distinguishing one person or thing or animal or idea from the rest of its group. I think it's clear right now. Good. Now, how to use the superlative form? How? How should we distinguish between long and short adjectives? First of all, before forming the superlative form, you have to differentiate between long and short adjectives. Let's see some examples here. You have long adjectives and short adjectives. Good. Let me give you some examples to understand well. You have, for example, expensive, dangerous. You have, for example, modern, comfortable, right? And let's see here, for example, generous. Look, they're difficult to pronounce. It's not a matter of pronunciation. No, they're too long to pronounce. Say comfortable. That's why I say long adjective. Dangerous, expensive. There are more than 3 syllables, right? Now let's see examples of short adjectives. Fast, clean, easy, short, slow. See, they're too short. They have 1 or 2 syllables, right? Fast, slow, short, clean, easy. That's why we say short adjective and long adjective. Again, each type of adjectives has a specific rule according to the superlative form. For long adjectives, we use now, again, for the long adjectives we use, of course, we're talking about the superlative form. We use the, most, so we're not going to capitalize it. The most, this is T, plus long adjective. Pay attention, long adjective, right? Or the most plus, sorry, the least, I've doubled it. I read it twice. The least plus adjective. Let me give you examples. We say the most expensive, the most dangerous, the most modern, the most comfortable, the most generous. Let me give you an example. Say, for example, the plain, for me, it's my opinion, plain is the most comfortable mean of transport. Clear? Now, the least, dogs is an animal. Dogs are the least dangerous animals of all, right? Now, let's see short adjectives rule, which is the plus adjective plus est. The plus adjective plus est. Like these ones. Sarah is the adjective tall, est. Sarah is the tallest of the group, right? Sarah is the tallest. Amal, is the shortest of the girls. The fastest, the cleanest, the easiest, the fastest, the cleanest, etc. Clear? Okay. However, there are some exceptions that you should pay attention to. If you have good in the superlative form becomes so good, in the superlative form becomes the best. And bad becomes the worst. And far can be the furthest or furthest or the farthest. Many, I will write it here, many in the superlative form of many is the most, right? Clear? Again, two things you have to pay attention to. When the adjective ends with y, like easy, and we want to form it into the superlative form, we should write it like this, easiest. We dropped the y and we replace it with I. However, this y should be preceded by a consonant. Another example, you have busy. Look, busy is an adjective. Yes, busy means someone who doesn't have time, or we can use it also for an area. So this area is very busy, it's very crowded. Busy ends with y. It's clear, this one. And before it, preceded with before it a consonant, which is S. Now here, we drop it and we replace it with I. And we write busiest. So this one instead of this one. Good. The last thing again, which is, for example, when the adjective is too short, like fat, in which you have consonant, vowel, consonant, what should you do? You should double the last consonant, then add est, right? And you say the fattest, fat, very fat, overweight. So we say, another example, you have thin, right? Th, consonant, I, vowel, and consonant. What should you do? Yes, you should double the last letter. It becomes nest, double N. Okay, again, to catch up, before we end, we use the superlative form with adjectives like fast, intelligent, short, careful, wonderful, etc. However, if you want to form the superlative form, you should differentiate between long and short adjectives. Long adjectives, wonderful, comfortable, dangerous, beautiful, amazing, exciting, boring, etc. For long adjectives, again, we use the most or the least plus adjective. The most expensive, the most dangerous, or the least modern, the least comfortable. Right? And with short adjectives like fat, short, tall, busy, heavy, clean, friendly, and so on and so forth, we use the plus adjective like the slowest, the shortest, the cleanest, the fastest. Clear? And some irregular adjectives like good in the superlative form becomes the best, bad the worst, far, the furthest, or the farthest, no problem. And many becomes the most. Clear? Again, if you have an adjective that ends with Y, preceded with a consonant, you should drop the Y and replace it with I, like this case. Clear? When the adjective is too short, like fat, the fattest, thin, the thinnest, and there are many examples. That's all for today. I hope that you could understand today's lesson that was about the use of the superlative form. Thank you so much for your attention and see you next time. Bye.